Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Echoes of Malus. When last we left off, our party investigated the oasis. They met a small boy made out of clay named Skeleton Face. They fought some robot things made out of clay and destroyed them, and then decided they were going to go investigate the pyramid.
Jake, did the robots have any features?
No, they
all the features.
Roll me an investigation check.
1.
You're not sure.
Okay.
So you all have made a short trek across the small section of desert that exists between the oasis and the pyramid. The side of the pyramid extends for hundreds of feet in each direction. Red stone bricks, each the size of a small house, are placed uniformly in layers, which slant inward as they go up, until they reach a peak at the center of the structure. The tip is toweringly high, sometimes veiled by clouds. Directly facing the oasis, you stand before an entryway built into the side of the pyramid, which stretches 20 feet high and 15 feet wide. It is open, and inside you see nothing but darkness.
Does anybody have a torch?
Yeah, let me see. Pulls out his bag, just starts like grunging through it.
So the other thing is I could share my dark vision with you guys.
Pulls out his torch while you say that. Huh?
Does anybody need dark vision?
Don't know. If it's a dark, I mean, we can go in and look and see how dark it really is to start with. Does it just look dark because we're out here and it's sunny?
It looks pretty dark to me.
I mean, I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'd never... How does dark vision work?
Kato, what's your dark vision look like?
60 feet dark, 60 feet dim. My people grew up in caves.
So I can give you 300 feet.
Wow, she's better than you. Just points.
Okay, all right. Yes.
300 feet?
Just because of 300 feet. It's because of, like, kind of where I grew up, maybe. That half the year it's dark, so... So I'll do that. I'll just give you guys, I'll use my eyes of night and share my, dark vision.
The moment that happens, my eyes like, I can't see, it's too bright out. And I start going into the tunnel because now it's on. Like,
All right, Connor, lead the way. I follow him into the pyramid.
This lasts for an hour.
So Connor, you stumble into the hallway, and you find yourself in what you know is a dimly lit area, but what you can see in the full light thanks to the dark vision. And you see that you are in a long hallway that extends from the doorway. It's the same size. The walls of this hall are made of red brick. They bear murals painted in hues of teal, gold, fuchsia, and black. Before you get a chance to examine them closely, though, you see light coming from overhead. Stepping through the doorway, the rough, rocky sand of this region crunches beneath your feet. Shimmering blue and white lights appear overhead in the upper corners of the doorway where its inner side meets the hall. Those lights begin to extend in two lines along the upper edge of the walls of the hallway, moving steadily forward and illuminating more and more as they grow. Finally, they reach the end. You see that this hall ends in a flat wall with a door.
Are they in any sort of like configuration, or are they just straight lines? Like, do they look like writing or anything like that?
Oh, nope. But you do see murals along both of the walls. As I said, the murals are painted in hues of teal, gold, fuchsia, and black. Now, in the full light, you recognize here at the early point in the hallway that you're seeing what are most likely events. Coronations, weddings, and that sort of thing.
I'd like to look closer at the murals as we walk down the hallway. Is there any sort of cohesive narrative being told or anything? through the images.
Yeah, same here.
So you walk down this hallway, and for about half of its length, it's a lot of the same. It's events that seem unrelated to each other, but just having to do with probably royalty, you assume. But about halfway down, they take a turn, and the images seem to depict some sort of clash between the people that you were seeing before and some strangely shaped creatures that you don't recognize. And when you reach the end of the hallway, you see that the creatures that they were fighting with are now shown behind striped lines, vertical stripes.
So they were imprisoned? What do the shapes look like?
Yeah, just to be sure, the creatures aren't featureless.
No, they're not creatures.
No,
God
the
damn it.
gods are not featureless.
I've already killed that joke.
No, you haven't. It's not dead.
We're just getting started. Give me an investigation check.
Who can participate in that?
Anyone who wants to investigate these murals.
Gotcha.
Kato got a 13.
Looking for a 15.
I got a 16.
20.
Nat 1.
So, Connor, you and Aila start conferring with each other, and Connor, you're the first one to come to the conclusion that these are most likely clerics.
Huh. Clerics.
You said they were strangely shaped. What sort of shape?
Inhuman is what I mean.
Okay. But like still humanoid?
Some.
Okay. It's just kind of a variety.
Yeah. There's not a consistent form to these clerics. You're not sure whether they are depicting specific clerics that they would have known during their time, or if these are just how they drew clerics. It's hard to tell.
I see.
Yeah, Connor, I think you're right. I think clerics.
Yeah, but the thing about the way that they're imprisoned.
Well, it looks like they fought with the humans.
Yeah, but my question is, where are they imprisoned?
And
In the pyramid? I hope not.
He's gonna look around like, are we going closer to the clerics that may be imprisoned in here? That's in his mind.
Good question. And why would the humans imprison them? I mean, do you see anything in the other murals that kind of even remotely makes you understand why there might have been a battle between them? I mean, were the humans trying to control the clerics, or were the clerics bad, evil? I mean, you can have them both ways.
He just shrugs. I just look at the pretty pictures, okay? I don't really know.
Who wants to try the doorknob?
Hey, before we go through the door, can I do something to help give you guys a little extra health?
I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I want to cast aid on you guys. It's good for 8 hours, and it's going to give you 5 additional hit points. That goes on your max. Those are not temp hit points.
That's just a flat 5?
That's just a flat 5 bump to your max, not temp.
Thank you.
Kind of goes to the door, and he's like, I don't know if I should open this.
So you come to the end of this hallway, and you come to a door that is a normal-sized door, as opposed to the very, very large one that you came to at the beginning. The door is slightly ajar, and it is swung very slightly inwards toward the center of the pyramid. At the center of this door, you see a star-shaped impression worked into the stone, which is about the size of an outstretched hand. Grates at the top of the door that you can see through show that the room beyond ends abruptly in bright light.
The light through the grate, you say it stops abruptly in the next room. Are you saying we can't see any features of the next room? It's just blank light through the grate?
So the two things that you can see are a hallway that extends forward about 10 more feet. It opens up slightly on the other side of this wall, but it does end in a very bright light that you can't see through with your eyes currently adjusted the way they are. If you press your face up to the door, you can very barely see to the far left and to the far right two more of these same doors.
All right, who's opening it?
Well, do you think it's a magic door?
Lee tries to push it.
Yeah, the door is stiff and difficult to move, but as you apply pressure, it slowly but surely moves with a deep groaning sound emitting from its hinges. Actually, before you go through the door, I would take another investigation check, actually, from anyone who is potentially interested.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do that.
18.
11.
6.
10.
10. While we're waiting here, can you just make a little sketch of that symbol on the door? I'm just wondering if these symbols are going to be important, as we go through. It might be important to try to remember what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, sure, that's no big deal. Lee pulls out his notebook and a quill.
So, you all discuss the door and the end of this hallway and come to the conclusion that this wall that you're facing now was an addition later in life than the other part of the hallway. The door itself, Aila, I think you are the only person who realizes, or at least you realize, and perhaps you share, the door appears to be made of stone because it is fully rusted over. This is not a stone door. It's made of chromatic steel, which is the steel that has cryphazine or apocrypha worked into it.
Guys, look at this door. This isn't stone. It's like rusty.
Steel.
Does anybody know what it is?
Yeah. Is it, that chromatic steel. Is it, you know what I mean? I don't have a lot of experience with it. You guys, I don't know, maybe Lee, do you have more experience with it?
Can I don't know if this is something that this spell can actually do, but prestidigitation can clean things. Can I just scrape some of the rust off?
You can try.
Yeah, I just try to scrape some of the rust off because chromatic steel, if I'm remembering right, normally has a particular sheen to it, right?
Yeah. So, how are you doing that?
I'm just going to try to scratch it with my knife just to see what happens.
Sure. So you scrape at the rust, and work some of it off. It is thick. This door has been here for a very, very long time. But you work your way to the metal underneath, and you do find the telltale wavy pattern of chromatic steel.
I might know this. How long ago was chromatic steel made? Created?
Give me a history check.
Because all of this is pretty... the whole Foros Empire isn't even that old. Not Foros Empire, Malus Empire. I got a 19 for history.
19. You are very confident that chromatic steel was invented 50-ish years ago by Saad ibn Nadir.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Who was from Nokturne.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so I don't know how long it takes for rust to show up on things. I am not a mechanic. But chromatic steel itself was only made 50 years ago. So the door is somewhere between, I don't know, how long does rust take to build up? A year? 2 years?
Long time.
0 to 50 years old this door is. Not nearly as old as the rest of the pyramid.
Is that a fair evaluation, Jake? I was thinking it was older than 50 years. I mean, I'm not like a steel worker, but I'm just wondering like how really worn it looks.
Do you have an idea of how you would be able to tell that?
No, I mean, I've seen a lot of metal, but not really.
It's old metal. It would.
Yeah, but does it look like my dad's 60 Chevy, or does it look like it's fucking 3,000 years old?
It looks like if your dad's 60 Chevy was fully covered in rust.
Okay, all right. Indeterminate.
We can rock with that. So, okay. Why would someone... Okay, Waleed said something about he hasn't seen anybody make trips out to the pyramid since he was a kid, right?
True.
Yeah.
Do you think they built these walls? People from around here?
Could be. Or whoever came into the pyramid.
Yeah, they did say nobody ever leaves.
I'm just confused on how we have this very old pyramid, which I don't even know how old this pyramid looks like, hundreds of years old, if not longer, and you have... He starts knocking on the door, ting, 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 like, steal here! Like, it's either someone's been doing stuff in here in the last, 50 years?
50 years.
Or you got something else going on, and I'm now getting a little concerned what's behind this door.
I mean, it's a little comforting to think that somebody brought all this material in here. Maybe.
What?
I mean, they could have just built the walls to keep folks out if it was a safety hazard.
This is true, yeah. Well, but chromatic steel is an expensive material to make a door out of.
Well, it is. I mean, it's process intensive, right?
Yeah.
Well, we won't find out unless we go inside, so...
Yeah.
Connor? You want to do the honors?
Got it. He gives a big, nice kick in the door.
The door, clang, opens up. It's one of those movements where, like, it starts fast and then the rust on the hinges stops it real fast and it just kind of groans the last, 2/3 of the way open.
All right, a bit louder than what I wanted, but that's on me. I didn't give you clear instructions. I'll go ahead and walk in first.
So through the door, you emerge into a shallow entryway, which, after about 10 feet, opens up into a much, much larger room. Light emanates from the room ahead, almost as bright as sunlight, but without the heat normally felt by that level of light, and still bearing the blue and white shimmering color from the hallway. Immediately to your left and right, within the entryway, are 2 more closed doors, which match the last one, including the star-shaped symbol. Moving past the entryway, you find yourselves in a massive, circular, domed room with 40-foot-high stone walls. About 150 feet ahead of you, in the center of the room, a tower stretches high above all else, standing roughly 40 feet high. Looking up into the room at the top of the tower, you see shifting shadows on its ceiling, but cannot determine their source. At the tower's base, facing you, another door stands, bearing a star-shaped impression, but this star being about twice the size of the ones you've seen before. The exterior walls of the larger room that you are standing in overhang the ground by 10 feet, and bear arch-shaped openings with vertical bars, forming 3 concentric rows all the way around. You realize these are cells, and the tower at the center is the central observation point for guards, from which they would have been able to see every single point in the space. To the right, under the cells, under the overhang of the cells, is a large pile of rubble, extending a good distance around the exterior wall. Behind the tower, and to the right, you see more of the same statues as you witnessed in the oasis, but they are not moving.
Those are in the cells?
No, they are out in this open space.
Okay. Well, guys, we don't fuck with the cells. Maybe.
How big is that tower?
That tower is at 4 stories tall, matching the cells. First story that you're standing on is under the overhang, except for out in the open area. And then there's 3 stories of concentric rings of cells.
Well, I think we found the so-called prison. Looks around, just like, maybe I should not kick the door in.
It's interesting. The person in the center tower can see multiple directions, almost like it's a panoptic sort of configuration.
Crow's nest.
Yeah. We can cut that stupid joke.
No, keep it in.
I was
People
going
need
to
to
call
know.
it the panopticon. I didn't like...
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if that's a thing in this universe, so I didn't want to just use the word panopticon.
It very much
literally
is a
just-
panopticon, yes.
Yeah.
I literally just learned that like this week.
Yeah.
Last week.
He's like, he looks over. It's a crow's nest. It's just a really big crow's nest.
Yeah, yes, it's some sort of big crow's nest, but rather than keeping watch for land, they're keeping watch on the so-called prisoners. Has anybody seen anything in the cells? Is there anything moving in the cells?
Give me an investigation check.
Well, let's see.
Are you guys walking into the room as you're doing this?
I am.
Or just
Yeah.
from where you're currently standing, are you observing?
I've stepped in a little bit. I'm kind of awed and staring up at the tower, sort of absent-mindedly walking forward. Yeah.
I'm stepping in, checking a cell.
I want to let them do that. I do want to see, are the other 2 doors that we passed also chromatic steel?
They appear to be made of the same material as the previous door. What'd you guys get on your investigation checks?
18.
4.
18 and 4. So assuming that you're not moving around the tower or anything yet, from here you can see up to the right. You're kind of walking in, turning around, looking at the cells behind you. Above you and to the right on the 2nd floor, it looks like a stick kind of waving back and forth in one of the cells, but you can't tell from the ground what it is.
Like waving back and forth like it's animate.
Hard to tell.
Okay.
It is I guess animate in that it is moving, yes.
It's not just like sort of wind, like there's no wind or anything. It's like moving of its own accord or some mechanism.
The air you are in is still.
Okay.
So you imagine there's not going to be any wind in there.
Hey, this is something's up there.
Hey, it's waving at us. Hey, buddy.
It does not respond.
Hey guys, are looking around real quick. Are any of those cell doors? Do all those cell doors look like they're closed?
So those are not doors. Those are windows.
They're windows. Okay.
Yeah, the bars do not move from
Okay.
this side.
But there's rubble.
There's rubble under the overhang along the right side.
Can we check the rubble for any of those giant weapons the constructs use outside to attack us?
You do not see any giant weapons. You see some structural steel. The metal that you find in the rubble is chromatic, but it's not a weapon.
It's just like an I-beam.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
So-
yeah, no, this rubble doesn't look like it.
You're going and like picking through the rubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like you can look up and see that there's a hallway above you that this rubble has fallen out of. But you can't reach it from where you are.
You sure?
Yes.
I have rope.
Oh.
I mean, if the rubble fell, maybe it piled up a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
No, it did not. I'm sorry. It's a good 10-foot jump to get up there.
I want to check that stick.
This can't be the whole pyramid, right? From the outside, this thing stretched to the clouds. Like, there are more rooms in here.
I trust your perception of space. I have no idea. I've already lost track of what side we entered on.
And you navigate ships.
Yeah, in an open, featureless landscape, not inside of buildings.
That seems worse.
Do we see? I don't see anything else that looks like a door exiting here except for what we just came through, right?
Give me an investigation check.
That was a 6.
6. No, you don't see any other doors in this area. You've seen 3 doors.
Wow, okay, so no doors. I assume no staircase.
No, the overhang does slope down toward the door on the right that you passed by.
Okay, so it's got like it's a ramp up and then overhang and then probably a ramp up to the 3rd floor and so on.
You can't tell from here.
Oh, okay.
About beyond that, it does seem to ramp up to the 2nd floor.
Ayla's just going to take off and start walking toward that center observation tower.
Yeah. So you walk over to it. It's another, door seemingly of the same material, but the star-shaped pattern on it is twice as large as the others.
Hey guys, come look at this. It's a star again, but it's a bigger star. Do you think that means anything?
I walk with Aila to the door and sort of look closely at it. Does it just seem like it's kind of depicting that this is like a main door, or does it seem to be some sort of mechanism that I should be knowing how to use?
You can give me an investigation check.
That is a 3.
That's a 3. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on here with all this rust covering it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can open it.
Hey, we're going up the tower.
You put your hand on the door to open it, and it stays shut.
Hey, the door's locked.
That's cool. I follow Lee.
It sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna go up the ramp.
Do you have Aila, do you know any way to pick locks? I'm not very good at this sort of thing.
Yeah, that I'm not very good at either. I could tell if it's a magic door. If it's closed, sealed by magic.
So Lee, you come back to the entrance of this large room and walk up to the door on the right that bears the smaller shaped star symbol on it. And you walk up. It's got a grate up top like the previous one. Through those grates, you can see that there is a ramp in the room beyond that goes up into the left.
I try the door.
It's locked.
Shit. Hey, Connor, do you know how to pick locks?
No.
Lee gives you a look like he expected you to know how to pick locks.
What? He's just kind of like, what?
Give me give me a general wisdom check. Anyone?
Okay.
Actually, make a perception.
I don't think there's even locks on the door. Like, I'll do that. I'll make a perception check.
16.
Nat 1.
16. Nat 1. Okay.
That's my second one of the session.
Okay, so Connor, looking at the door, you confirm out of game Anthony's suspicion. There is nothing on this that you recognize as a lock. Even if you had a set of lockpicks and knew how to use them, you wouldn't know where to put it. Aila, you come to this realization as well, and you begin looking around the room, and your eyes kind of set on 2 points of interest. First, you see that little huddled group of automaton things that you saw out in the oasis. And then the other thing you see is on the opposite side of the room from the entrance, up on the 4th floor, one of the cells looks like it's almost exploded from the inside. The bars are all thrust outward, from your perspective, thrust inward, but outward from the cell. And dangling from one of those bars, the bar perched is thrust upward and outward from the cell. Dangling from it is a large star-shaped piece of metal. It's hard to tell how big it is from this distance.
Hey guys, hey, come here. Can you see this up there? Think it's possible we could get that somehow? Maybe that's a key?
I don't have any better ideas. Whether it's going to fit one of the small doors or the big doors, but I mean, it's a star, so We can start there.
So how do we get it down without going up there? Because I'm kind of leery about going up there.
Maybe Ruby? I mean, it's probably too heavy.
I can send her.
Maybe she could just knock it off.
Could you ask her to take a look?
Yeah. Hey, Ruby.
Yeah?
Hey, you mind checking that out for us? See if you can get that down?
Yeah, can do. And she unfurls her wings and flies up into the air, up toward it. And says to you, "Yeah, it looks like it's a bigger star, of the two sizes we've seen. It looks like it's attached to some kind of thick-looking chain, and that chain is wrapped around this bar here. I don't have any. I'm a snake, so I can't really work the clasp.
How about breaking it?
I don't think so. It looks pretty strong. I could try." She bites it and... No, sorry.
Anyone else got an idea?
If the doors are made of graphatic steel and the beams are made of graphatic steel, I must assume the key is. So I don't think we're going to be able to hack our way through it. We probably just have to get up there.
Fortunately, I think I agree with you.
Yeah, let's use your rope.
Let's see if we can do it.
Aila, based off of your perception score earlier, I'm going to give this to you again. There's one last point of interest in this room you guys have not investigated, and that's that clustered group of statue things.
How many are there?
There's about 8 of them all huddled around something.
Do they have features?
No, they're featureless.
Oh.
Guys,
Are they holding big-ass weapons?
Yes.
just don't want to accidentally wake them up. And if we do wake them up, everybody runs straight for the door.
I don't know what set them off last time, though. We weren't even that close to them. We're probably closer to these things now than we were to the ones outside.
Yeah, maybe it had something to do with night. Because they came after dark, right? It was after the sunset.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go. I don't know. Let's go see if we see anything on them.
They don't have eyes, but they could still sense us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're like moles? They can feel us walking?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. Connor, you want to go over there?
I think it is so...
Hey, he's
Listen.
my underling.
Yeah.
He looks over,
Yeah.
do I have to?
Why do we always vote Connor up to try everything dangerous?
You know why.
It just,
We could just... How about we all walk over together? I just start walking towards them and trying to see what they're huddled around.
So Kato, you stride up to these automatons, and they all stab you and you die.
And then we woke up.
And you wake up.
No, you walk up to them and they do not react to you. They are not moving. You push past some of them. They're very difficult to move.
I don't really want to touch them.
You would have to you'd have to like lean up on them to really see what they're looking at, because whatever it is on the ground.
Okay. All right.
What are they doing? What do you see?
Nothing so far. Can I climb over them?
Yeah, so you push up and kind of press yourself between two of them, lean over to peer down into the center of the huddle, and you see a palm-sized star-shaped piece of metal on the ground.
It's another star.
Can you get it?
I try to grab it.
You have to lean forward quite a ways. You think that you hear something move, but it's just Connor walking up behind you. And then you grab the star key and you walk away. And nothing happens.
It looks like some kind of key.
So that looks like a smaller one. Well, maybe...
Should I try it on one of the doors outside?
Well, one of the doors leads to a ramp that will let us go upstairs easier. I didn't look through the other one, so maybe we check what our options are.
So you guys walk back to the entrance, and Aila, I'm going to honor that 24 perception that you got from earlier one last time. As you pass the tower in the center of the room, you hear very faint thump, 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 thump. It continues.
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
Listen real quiet. It sounds like a thump.
Is that coming from inside the tower?
Thump,
Was that happening a second ago?
thump.
Is it coming from inside the tower?
It is coming from the tower.
Is it getting closer?
Nope. It's the same pattern. Same volume.
Oh, do you think there was something heard or some... I would assume it's a something, because someone never leaves here. That could be on the inside of it that is knocking on the door.
It's farther away than that.
Oh, it's in the tower. I think it's in the tower.
Well, I can try. Where else should it go?
Well, this one looks like it fits on the doors outside.
Yeah.
So maybe we try it on that door and...
I think we tackle one mystery at a time.
Aila, did you see a way up to the star hanging from the cell?
It just looks like it's hanging up there. I didn't really see, I think Lee, when he looked through and found that ramp, that sounds like that may be our best option as far as that goes. We still haven't checked out that other door to see what's behind it.
So the stars seem to be keys, presumably for some guards. So maybe the other doors outside lead to a way to reach the cells, and we should go that way to get the big one.
Yeah, Lee gets on his stomach to look through the grate to see what's through the other star door that he didn't look through.
On your stomach? The grate's at the top of the door.
Oh, my bad. Lee hangs off it like a monkey.
So you hang off the grate like a monkey. Looking through it, you see it looks the same as the other side, except it goes up and to the right.
Yeah, if we open the door to try to go up the ramp, it might be a good idea to open the other door in case we have to rapidly descend a ramp.
Does my key fit in both doors?
It appears to.
Okay, I'll try the one on the left first.
You place the key on the door, the west side door. You place the star onto it, and when you do, there's a bit of give as you press into it. And it doesn't respond beyond that.
I will try to wiggle the star to see if it does anything to the door.
Yeah, it has some give when you turn it toward the left.
Okay, I spin it.
You spin it, you hear a snap, and the door swings open.
I get stabbed and I die.
Okay, go try the other one now.
You twist the star back into its initial position, pull it out, and two pieces have fallen off. Two of the limbs of the star have broken off.
Interesting. Broken off or seem to have come off deliberately?
This seems traumatic. They're broken.
Traumatic. We don't like traumatic.
How did you break it?
Oh, Kato, what'd you do?
Look, they should have designed it with more hundreds of years of survival in mind. I don't know. It broke, okay? I broke the ancient artifact.
Wish I had a mending spell to fix it, but I don't.
So if I try to put it in the other door, it doesn't do anything?
No, you start to press on it, and it does not give the same way with only the three.
All right, I guess we're going this way.
I pick up the broken pieces, and it's like, maybe we can use it for later.
Yeah, hang on to those.
The path curves upward and to the right. Blue and white shimmering light illuminates the hall, and at the top of the ramp, you find yourself in a flat, high hallway, about twice as wide as the ramp that you just came up. doors on the wall to the right lead to the cells. And on the left wall, a small box-shaped room stands with a door, though instead of a star shape, this one has a long vertical slit up the center. Through this door, you can see a room filled with rubble. In the corner, on a small platform, it's hard to tell what the purpose of it was, you see another palm-sized, star-shaped piece of metal. Back in the hall, more rubble blocks the path in both directions on this floor, but another upward-sloped ramp ahead of you leads to the third floor.
Can we get that other star?
You try to jostle the door to that room, but it is shut, locked.
Okay.
We have a vertical slit here.
Find something to fit that then.
Lee's gonna walk up to it and tippy tap a little beat on his drum and cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
See if I can just pick it up.
Yeah, so a phantasmal hand appears inside of the room
Oh, shit!
and floats over to where the star rests on the desk. It's able to lift it and move it.
Nice.
Wow, that's really cool. Can I learn that?
I don't know. Can you get blessed by it? Well, you're already blessed by a cleric. Probably.
Ooh. Listen, Ruby, we gotta learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of like your ghost hand if you think about it.
Yeah.
I wish Lee could hear Ruby at all times.
I don't have any opposable anything, to be fair, though. I have a prehensile tail, so...
That's true.
Can I maneuver it through the gap? Is it big enough?
You attempt to pass it through the grate to yourself, but the center of the star is too wide to fit through the grates of the door.
Okay, that's what I was worried about. Anybody have any ideas here?
Just keep walking. Past the cells, see if we see anything interesting.
We could just go further, go upstairs, right?
Looks like we need to find another key to open that door to get that key.
Mayhaps.
Where's the bloody master key to this place? Come on.
To clarify, the doors on the right side of the hallway are closed as well.
But we could see in them into the cells.
No, you know that's... You could tell that looking through the grates that those are the cells, but you can't see... You're not seeing much more from here.
Got it.
Is the door with the key in it the same like style and construction as the door on the cells?
Yeah. The cell doors all have that key pattern, but looking at them, the cells are all ajar, very slightly.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Well, you said the big star was up. Maybe we just keep going to the big star and open the tower?
Let's see what that waving stick was.
That's true. We did see a waving stick that we kind of just brushed past. You think that might fit in this door?
Can we get to it? Can we even get to it from here?
Looks like to get to that side of the hallway, you'd have to get past this big pile of rubble that's got you cut off.
Hey, Ruby, can you go check that stick over there? Points.
Yeah. Let me go see what's going on. She flies over to the rubble behind you, next to the downward ramp, and finds a gap that she can fit through easily. Flies over to the opposite side and looks around for a bit. Starts looking through the grates of the cells, and she comes to the last one before another upward ramp on this opposite side. Looking through it, she sees a large beetle on its back, legs waving in the air.
A beetle.
A beetle?
She sees a beetle?
How big is this beetle?
It's about the size of a medium to large dog.
It's like a medium. It's like animal dog size on its back.
You recognize that it's a scarab beetle, which is native to this region.
It's huge.
Are they normally that big?
Give me a nature check.
Maybe they are if they're a cleric.
We call that DC 15.
Let's do that. I got a 19 plus 4.
Lee, I will give you advantage on this, but I'm not going to explain why right now.
19 plus 4.
Okay. Yeah, you did ask Waleed, whenever you had a little downtime, about the beetles of the region. And he told you about scarabs. They're dung beetles. They like to, collect some dung, roll it in a ball, move it around. That's their source of nutrients. But no, they don't get that big. At least you think he would have mentioned it.
So guys, here's my thought. Remember the murals out there that we decided are probably clerics behind bars? Maybe that giant beetle is a cleric.
Yeah, maybe this is some sort of test and we need to help it.
I mean, I think you're probably right about it being a cleric, but I was under the assumption, and maybe this is just me, maybe you guys can clarify this for me. I thought the murals were part of the pyramid, and the prison built out of graphitic steel seemed to come after. Are they related, do we think? Are they the same? Did they describe the same events?
I don't think we can confidently tell how old the graphitic steel door is.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
So I'm assuming right now that it's original, but I guess it is a different material than the rest of the pyramid. So maybe it's a ancient prison that they modernized when graphitic steel was invented. I'm not sure.
That's a good idea.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Here's my thought. I think this was originally a holy place that was used, either for worship or for celebrations or something. Something happened between the humans and the clerics, and they turned it into a prison.
I think a cleric might be the only thing that could have survived in here for this long.
Yeah, I mean, the break pattern on the cell definitely isn't giving me any confidence about our safety. It seems like a prisoner broke out and freed the rest of them. Who knows?
Hey, Connor, can Ruby tell if that's a cleric? Would she recognize a cleric?
Say Ruby, is that a cleric, or is that just a big bug?
Yeah, it seems like to be a cleric to me, boss.
Oh, can you talk to it?
No, I can't talk. I can only talk to you. I thought you knew that.
I thought you could talk to other clerics.
Oh, no, I can't talk to anyone except you.
Hell yeah, dude.
Huh.
You never noticed that?
I knew you were going to talk to I thought clerics had their own language. That's not what I assumed it was.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, other clerics can talk to each other. I just can't.
What do you mean you can't? He's just having this internal conversation out loud.
I'm just a little snake. I don't know what you want from me.
He's a size.
Snurpant. I'm a little snurpant.
Well, you know what? Maybe we could try. We could try. Anyway, that's really. Anything else you want me to do over here?
I don't know. Is there other clerics around there, or just the bug?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Should I make her do an investigation check?
Yes.
5.
I don't see any other clerics around here at the moment.
Huh. Interesting. Guess you come back, I guess, or, I don't know, try to flip him over. Do you give enough strength to flip that guy over to help him out?
Oh, no.
Huh.
No, he's big.
I guess just come back. We can't do anything about him right now.
Sure. Give me a perception check for Ruby as she returns.
14.
14. She passes by and she says, "Hey, boss, some of these rocks here on this pile look kind of loose. I think you could make a big enough gap that you guys could fit through here if you wanted."
Oh. I guess we can do that. Hey, guys, I think we make a gap with those rocks to move some stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Kato doesn't even question it. He just starts lifting rocks.
Yeah, same.
All right, Kato. So you approach
Good workout.
this rock pile. This was not designed with OSHA standards in mind, so it's not going to be easy to mount or move heavy-ass rocks around on, but give me a DC 15 athletics check.
Can I help him?
Yeah, or you could do acrobatics to try to squeeze through. But yeah, if you want to give the helping action, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can squeeze through.
Pass. 16.
16.
15.
So,
Acrobatics.
Kato and Lee, you guys start moving rubble on one side of this pile, and you manage to make a gap large enough for the two of you to fit through. While you're working on that, Aila finds a hole and manages to contortionist bend her way through it uncomfortably. It takes a few minutes, but you get to the other side safely, and both end up on the other side of the rubble wall with about the same amount of time taken.
Hey guys, Connor, you coming through too? Or you
Yeah,
gonna stay over there.
I guess I'll follow. Just don't want to be left alone. I don't know what's around here. Coast around, like, a little nervous. This way, I guess.
So you can comfortably fit through the gap that Kato and Lee have made. This looks like a reflection of the room you were just in, the hall you were just in. Cells on the left. There is a ramp ahead of you leading up and to the left, and a ramp behind you leaning down and to the right. But the floor has fallen out for about 20 feet between ahead of the upward ramp. Yeah, through the gap in the floor below, you can see the pile of rubble that you investigated before with a big flat piece of metal sticking out of it.
Hey, how far can I jump?
Mm-hmm.
You can jump up to your strength score.
Yeah. Even Kato couldn't do it.
Yeah, but I can extend my strength score by using key point or my jump score distance, but that's what I was trying to figure out how much.
Oh shit, you can't you?
But it's only doubled.
But it's only doubled, and yours would only come out to like 16.
Yeah, so I wouldn't quite
That's
get
rough.
there. Unless somebody could throw me, and I jumped while they throwed me.
I don't know if you can do both of those things at the same time.
Kato subtly flexes, but doesn't look in Ayla's direction as if he heard him.
Is anyone going to notice me? You hear scritching sounds coming from behind the third cell door.
Is it over the gap, this cell door, or is it across the gap?
Nope, this is the last cell that you can reach before you come to the gap.
Oh,
And that is not where the beetle is.
It is where the beetle is.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna walk up.
Looking through, you see that there's a beetle in there.
You want to flip it?
I mean, yes. Lee kind of slowly approaches it. He's like,
So the door, you grab it, and it's not moving much. It doesn't seem like it's locked. It has a bit of give, but it is. It seems like it's been jammed shut.
can I use insight to just on the beetle just to kind of get a sense of what kind of a cleric it might be?
You can give me nature to determine that.
I would like to also elect to make this check if I can.
Yeah, that's just a 7.
14 plus 4, 18.
Yeah, you get that this beetle clerics are fairly common throughout the world. They typically have something to do with perseverance or hardiness or scraping together through the worst of situations.
Okay.
Well, we can try to break the door down. Has some give.
I think, yeah, we should just try that.
Puts his hands to the bars. Okay, wants to help me with this.
Lee puts his hands up to the bars too. He's not super strong, but he's just going to try to muscle it.
I guess, athletics check?
Yep, DC 15.
I'm just going to give you help on this. It's not worth me making this check.
So advantage, I'm guessing?
I will also assist.
Triple advantage. Triple advantage now.
And I'm just going to prepare to cast a cantrip of some sort, attack.
17.
17. You put your weight into it. Lee has his hands around your waist and he's pulling you, and the two of you Near, far. You manage to get the door to scrape open.
Come on!
It groans loudly, but you manage to open it wide enough that you can all fit comfortably through. Inside, you find a beetle on its back, legs waving in the air, and as you approach, it begins to chitter. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Hello.
Oh my god, it can talk.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Could you please, would you please be a dear and flip me over if you don't mind? This is ever so distressing.
You're not going to, like, hurt us or anything?
Oh no! Why would I do that?
Yeah, I'm doing it as I go to flip it over with Lee.
Lee's already trying to flip it over.
How did you get here?
They put me in here. Those Purungies.
Why?
Can you say that?
The Purungies put me in here. I don't know. It's been quite a while. Thank you for flipping me back over. I'm sorry. What was the question?
What's a Purungi?
Purungi? Well, those are. I assume you all might be Purungis, but perhaps you're not. They are the. I'm not sure how you wouldn't have met them on the way here. They live here.
I don't think they live here anymore.
Are they human like us?
They looked a lot like you.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, never heard that word before, but yeah, they did look quite a lot like you, all tall and, soft.
By chance, were you taken in here? You said it was a while ago. Were there other clerics in here?
Oh, yes. Yes, there were so many of us, and we all got locked in here. My name's Pippa, by the way. Nice to meet you. What are your names?
Hi, Pippa. I'm Aila.
Aila, that's a beautiful name.
Kato, nice to make your acquaintance. Kato kind of puts his hand out, but then looks down at the pincers and sort of awkwardly puts his hand down.
She kind of lifts a leg as if she's trying to reach it, but she can't get it more than like 45 degrees up off the ground. And it just, yeah.
I pat her carapace instead.
Pleasure to meet you. And you two strapping young men.
Lee blushes.
What are your names?
I'm Connor.
Pippa, it's a pleasure and an honor. My name is Lee.
And that's Ruby. She's like flying behind me.
Well, oh, another cleric. Oh, there are clerics out there. That's incredible news. I thought they were all in here.
Why did they lock you in here?
Yeah.
Well, we were at war, weren't we?
What were you at war about?
Yeah, no, that's news to me.
What else? Life and death.
Oh. Were they trying to destroy all the clerics?
Yeah?
But they locked you away instead?
What?
How do you know how much time has passed since you've been locked in here?
Well, okay, so let me think. I've thought about this question quite a lot. And the last thing I knew, they had changed things again, and they put that thing into the central tower, and then a little while later, there was a scuffle outside of my door. That was the last thing I heard for a very long time. There's a fuzzy period at some point. I don't know how long that was. I would say I was in that cell. Let me think. It's hard to say. It could be anywhere between 100 years and 1,000,000 billion years.
Okay. But at least 100.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any less than 100.
Okay. And these cell doors were here originally, or did they renovate at some point?
Well, so there were two major renovations here in the pyramid. The first one was before I ever came along. It used to be sort of a holy site, back whenever they used to, worship the river goddess. But now, after that all went sour, due to the big snake, they changed it into this prison now. and they used these this nasty metal to keep us in here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And then they were supposed to let me out and take me somewhere else, but they couldn't get the door open, so they said just leave her in there. And then they changed it so that instead of the guards being in the center and the clerics being outside, the guards were outside, and that thing is now in the center.
What is that thing?
I could not get a good look at it. I'm sorry, I was on my back by that point.
Oh, you poor thing.
But we presumably shouldn't let it out?
Well, I have no idea what it is.
Did it seem dangerous?
It was certainly distressed. It sounded scary. I wouldn't want to be on its bad side.
I see.
So, Miss Pippa.
Yeah?
So I think,
Yes, Miss Aila.
I think things happened so long ago that the Perungis are no longer around here. In fact, the closest village is people who actually worship a cleric of a spring and don't seem to have any problem with clerics at all.
Oh, wow. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Relations have drastically improved. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You're fine. In fact, I think we met the cleric of the spring before we came into the pyramid. But just so you know, there are still parts of the world where clerics aren't as welcome.
Well, learning that there are part of the worlds where clerics are welcome is amazing news.
Yes, I think in this little area it is.
Yeah.
So was this a desert when you back then before you were imprisoned?
Oh, yes. They
Okay.
they built these pyramids way out in the desert. I never really understood why. I never understand the way that non-clerics do their worshipping and rituals and whatever. I like it. It is nice. I will tell you that. But it's beyond my conception.
Well, thank you. I think we can. I don't know if you want to join us as we look around, or if you want to, scurry on.
I think I'll move along. But I tell you what, I am looking to start a new dung ball. Do any of you have any dung that I could use?
I do not. Sorry to disappoint.
Check the oasis outside the pyramid, a little ways from the pyramid, because sometimes people go there.
Okay.
And people,
A lot of animals also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate
definitely
that.
There were a lot of. There were some.
You getting out isn't going to cause some sort of cataclysm or anything, right?
Me? Out? No.
Okay.
What do you do with your dung balls when you make them?
I just kind of roll them around, and then I take a nibble here, I take a nibble there.
I do an inside check on that to see if she has any malice intent after she gets out.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 7.
Hey, I have insight against clerics. Advantage on insight against clerics. Can I do it? Can I roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
A 15.
You're both pretty confident that she does not mean any harm. You're not even sure what kind of harm she could cause.
Okay. Well,
Look, I don't know anything about cleric mythology, but I've heard stories of people letting stuff out that wasn't supposed to be out, and just wanted to check. You seem like a lovely beetle.
Thank you. You seem like a lovely human.
Thank you.
I don't sense any malice in our friend Pippa here.
Well, I don't sense any malice in you either, Aila.
You're just adorable.
You are too, oh my gosh.
So, Kato kind of looks sideways at them as they squee over each other. So we don't let things out of the tower, or whatever's in the tower, we stay clear of it? Or are we going to let curiosity kill the cat and find out?
I would be careful. I have no idea what's in there. It sounded rather large. But obviously they weren't telling me what it was.
Gotcha. And the commotion you heard, could that have been all of the clerics escaping?
Yes, I wanted to ask the same thing, Lord Pippa.
I don't think so, because they had already taken all the other clerics away, and I had gotten stuck here.
Like, what were they doing with them?
I don't know, Connor. I mean, what were the Buccaneers doing with Ruby?
I don't know. I just assumed they just wanted to sell her off to be some guy's, exotic pet.
Well, we were at war, so I assume it was another prison. Or something.
Well, I think we have some questions for literally everyone once we leave this place. Do you know anything about the busted out cell across the way?
I did see a lot of rubble falling across the way because my head was turned towards that side of the outer room, and I did see that there was some stuff that fell out of that cell after the scuffle moved past my door.
Is that where the big one in the tower came from?
No, I think he came in earlier than that, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I never heard any other non-clerics outside my door after that scuffle. I have no idea what happened to them at that point.
This place looked like it had been abandoned.
Do you know the giant snake cleric that roams these deserts?
Oh, yes. Ooh, he's a scary one, isn't he?
Is he territorial? Does he attack other clerics?
Oh, he'll eat anyone and everyone. That's just sort of his mode of operation. He just he consumes.
Okay.
I consume dung. He consumes anything smaller than him.
Okay.
We all consume, right? I mean, I try to have my own little philosophy about it. Find my peace in the world.
Again, it was a pleasure, but you are free to go.
Okay. As a thank you, I have this for you. And she scuttles out of the cell and leaves behind another star-shaped piece of metal.
Oh, thank you. That'll be very handy.
Was this in your dung?
No. One of the guards accidentally left it outside, and I was able to scrape it over, and I don't know.
Oh, thank you. Shall we try the other door? Goodbye, Lady Pippa.
Goodbye. She walks out, sees pile of rubble, closed door down the ramp. Well, if you get that door open down there, could you let me know?
Sure.
So, hey, give me that key. I'll scramble back down there. I'll go back and open the other door and come back up.
You run around, put the key into the opposite door, twist it to the left. You hear a snap, and this time, whenever you open it, 3 of the star points have broken off, but the door does open.
I take the key, put it back in my pack, and pick up the 3 star points, and then going up.
Thank you very much for opening that door. I'm gonna go ahead and head on now, unless you guys need me for anything else last minute.
No, very good to meet you. I hope we meet again someday.
Yes, I hope so too.
And happy dung rolling.
May your lives be filled with dung.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Skitters down the ramp downwards and out the front door.
Okay, guys. So next plan. So can we go back around the other direction and go up that ramp?
Sounds good to me.
Let's try that.
You guys go back. It's easier to go through the doors than climb over the rubble, so you go back down the ramp, over to the opposite side, back up the ramp, now on the second floor of the left side. And you go up the ramp to the 3rd floor. This path extends upward again, then once again widens into a flat hallway about twice the width of the ramp. On the wall to the right, you see cells once again, and through the front and rear bars, you can see the top of the guard tower. Inside, you see a massive, shadowed humanoid figure lumbering about. A ramp leads to the 4th floor, but another 20-foot gap leaves no path to access it. Through the gap, you see the floor below you. The hallway to the side of the ramp is blocked. Behind you, the hallway extends about 60 feet and begins to curve, but at the end appears to be blocked by more rubble. In the corner, by the rubble, a small group of automatons are huddled. They seem to be in disrepair, save for one, which is much larger than the others. It would stand about 15 feet tall. They are gathered around a stone chest, inlaid with patterns of gold.
So I think we can maybe see what was making that thump noise in the guard tower now.
Yeah, some kind of giant.
Yeah, but if we can see it, it can definitely see us, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You guys are currently standing outside of the door to a cell, looking through the grates. So it's possible it might not see you from here, but if you were in the cell, it would certainly see you.
Okay.
As you're doing that, give me a perception check. It'll be a DC 10. Nothing hard.
18.
4.
Pass.
13.
Okay. Aila and
19.
Lee.
19.
Aila, Lee, and Kato. The three of you, while looking through the grates, see that inside the cell is what looks like a ballista, trained on the guard tower.
The hell? Why would there be a ballista here?
Is a ballista?
They're
Where?
definitely worried about this big thing.
Yeah, it's aimed right at that, so...
I thought they said they installed it. Pippa said Pippa called us something else. Paringas?
Perungis.
Pierogies?
Pierogies?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Perungis. Perungis.
Perungis.
But she said the guards installed something in the center tower. Why would they have to train ballista at it?
Well, to keep it... They locked the big creature in the central tower, and now they've got this ballista pointed
Is
at
it
it.
another cleric?
I assume so, unless tens of feet tall humanoids are normal where you come from.
Big talk coming from somebody who can double in size.
Maybe it's a defense thing.
Doubling isn't... That guy's huge! No amount of gains can get me that big, sir.
Okay, well,
If only.
You just don't believe in yourself.
So what do we do? Do we try to talk to him?
Hmm.
I'm saying I guess I'm assuming it's a him. It's probably an it.
Pippa called it a him.
Ah, okay.
Did Pippa call it a him?
She did.
Yeah, she said he sounded
I'm gonna go
mad.
check out that ballista, see if it works. Do you know how old this thing probably is?
So you, are you going to the cell?
I'm going to the cell.
And I really think that if a ballista is aimed at that, after they put that thing in there, that they were very scared of what would happen if it started to get loosed.
Connor, give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna do a stealth check first, because I don't want to be spotted.
Sure.
I like it.
Good call.
That's gonna be a 15.
15.
It's for stealth.
So you creep into this cell and move toward the ballista. Looking at it, it's strange, because it has several identifying features that you would... It is not featureless.
Okay, perfect.
It has several identifying features that pretty obviously make it a ballista. There's a 4-pronged bolt stuck into the center of it. There's a barrel that bolt is stuck into. There's an aiming, reticule, iron sights on the top of it. But ballistas are basically giant bow and arrows, right?
Yeah.
Crossbows, but yeah.
Yeah. But basically, it's the same principle as any bow arrow, crossbow arrow thing. You pull a string back and you launch the arrow. No bow, no arrow here. It's just a big shaft. Yeah, it's just... Hang on. Hang on.
Tube?
It's a big,
Barrel?
Big
it's a big
shaft.
tube.
He does this.
It's just a big tube that it's loaded
It's
down.
massive, beautiful, large.
And then a
It's
trigger.
a big
It's
hard
like this.
tube. I don't know what you want.
And then a trigger on
Jake,
the
can
bottom
you-
side.
Can you do it from a big...
Nah,
a
leave
big
it in.
tube again? Okay. All right.
They
So
need to
is
know
it-
about the big
so-
shaft.
So is this like essentially like a log?
Critical.
They put it. They loaded this thing into.
No, it's made out of chromatic steel, like most of the other things in this place.
But I'm saying like, is it loaded with like a log instead of like an actual like bolt?
Nope, it's
That's how you're
a
describing
normal
it.
bolt.
Can I ask something? I know this is Connor looking at it. So this bolt, how big is this thing?
Like 3 feet probably long.
So like, what he's looking at technically is an improvised chromatic steel staff. Like that thing has prongs on the end. That's like a trident.
Oh yeah.
Chromatic steel is an expensive weapon, man.
I looked on the actual iron sight to see exactly where it's aiming right now.
So
'Cause
you
it-
look down the iron sights. It is trained on the center of the guard's tower. Looking down it, you see, whenever you look down the iron sights, you first look at the end of the gun, and then you look at what you're aiming at far down at the end. And you see, standing at the rim of the tower, a great hulking shadowed beast looking directly at you.
He just kind of like creeps out, like just kind of.
What's its face look like,
Its face?
Connor?
You can't tell because it is cast in shadow.
I see.
I just kind of like.
So it's featureless,
It's
is what you would
featureless.
say.
From this perspective, yes.
I kind of like do like the.
You can't make out anything but its silhouette. Sorry.
I kind of just do a little
Thank you.
wave of like hi.
It does not respond. It's obviously looking at you. Like its body is oriented toward you. But-
Guys, it's looking at me.
Oh gosh.
Bald with hair?
It's featureless.
Oh, you can see a profile of hair or not hair.
I can't tell. I just see just two eyes in darkness.
Okay.
You kind of like slowly like reach like instinctively reach for, like the trigger for the crossbow of the ballista. He's like, do I fire?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
It's not being aggressive to you.
I just kind of like.
Well, for all we know, that's another cleric.
I kind of like slowly leave the room.
Okay.
Could he have seen if there were any other ballista in any other cells pointed at that thing?
That is true.
I mean, there's grates on all of these doors, so you can very easily tell that there are ballista in 2 of the cells along this hallway.
What the fuck? Okay, let's establish our goals here before we do anything else. We came in here because Skeleton Face asked us to check it out on his behalf. Right?
Yes.
We came here out of curiosity from El Kair Yanavi, and now we ran into Skeleton Face, and he said, yeah, check it out.
He said he wanted to check it out.
Yes.
And if we were going to check it out, we should tell him what's in here. Just
right.
because he's interested. But he's afraid to come in.
Yes.
So, how far does that take us? What's our leeway here? Because I am interested in that little stone chest with gold inlay.
Yeah, I'm down to check that out. That seems more welcoming than the Eldritch Horror in the center tower.
The giant clay beast next to the chest does seem like a problem. But, like you guys said earlier, we did get 4 of them without much issue. So maybe just one will be pretty okay.
By my math, 15 feet is 3 times 5 feet. So if we can handle 4 of them, we can handle 3 of them.
Ooh, can I aim the ballista at the giant?
It already is.
I think he means the automaton.
automaton.
Yeah, I'm talking about the automaton that's near the chest. I think you said the automaton that's next to the chest, the one that looks still functioning. It's in a hallway behind the cells, so we would not be able to turn the ballista around to it.
Dang.
Yeah, true.
Guys, remember? Kato got that star key out of the middle of 8 of them, and it didn't even disturb them. So I think maybe they're...
Right, maybe we can just see what's in there.
Yeah, well,
No
let's
problem.
Do you want to be the test?
Oh, yeah. Well, not...
Hey, I did the last one, bud.
Okay, but consider this. Connor and I have both died once.
Oh, taking turns.
Rock,
All
paper,
right.
scissors.
Okay, can we roll for rock, paper, scissors?
Yes.
I just start walking. I guess I'll do it.
Roll a raw d20.
Why don't we roll a d6?
Connor, you
1, 2's rock.
He
3,
just-
4's
Oh,
Come on,
paper.
let me roll out.
He's just walking. He's like, fine, I'll do it.
Connor,
Wait, can we still roll this? I do want to see.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are you rolling? A d6 or a d20?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I got a 1, so I get a roll rock.
We tied. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, we tied. We just Connor's walking away.
And Connor just walks
You guys
away.
go rock, paper, scissors, and you both throw rock, and Connor is already on the other side of the room. Connor, you walk up. They don't seem to move or shift as you approach, and you come up to this chest with inlaid gold.
Huh.
I followed him, and then I'm just preparing to react if
I
needed.
kind of like just nudge one of them to see what would happen if I touch it. I touch them.
You touch one of the smaller automatons, and nothing happens.
I touch the big one. I touch the boat.
Why are you pressing your luck?
Because I don't want to have my back turned to this.
Press it, and nothing happens.
Can I ready an action? Am I allowed to
Same.
do that outside of combat?
Yeah, I think you can. It'll happen during initiative if anything happens, but yeah, you can ready an action.
That's fine. I'm just gonna get the catalyst out and just level it at the big one. If I see it start to move.
Do you really think threatening the automaton is the right move?
I
Okay.
pull my shield out and like.
Let's pause here for a second. This is a prison. Presuming these are its security officers, you don't think they might perceive you as a threat if you point a weapon at them?
Dude, how would they even know this is a weapon?
Okay.
This thing didn't even exist until like 10 years ago.
Point it.
All the same, I've got a spell ready to go.
You guys have to declare what the spell is if you're readying a
Frostbite. It's a cantrip.
Kato's standing with his arms crossed.
spell. Okay.
I just got told that cantrip ready to roll if it needs.
I have my shield out now, and I kind of go for the chest. Be like, okay,
So you are opening the chest.
yeah.
The chest opens without a fight. Inside, you find a pair of gloves.
I take the gloves. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Anything special about these gloves? I see.
Looking them over, they appear to be made out of some sort of cloth. They have inlaid metal along that runs from the wrist up to the fingers in lines.
Huh. I kind of like slowly back away with the gloves. Like, okay. Please don't do anything.
Yeah. Lee, who is 20 paces back, is like silently, furiously waving you over.
I try to like run away.
What'd you find?
I found gloves.
So you return with the gloves.
I'm gonna cast detect magic and see if I can tell if there's anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic, I can use an action to see a faint aura around any visible object in the area that bears magic. And I learn at School of Magic, if any.
Cool. So you cast a spell, and you do see an aura emanating from the gloves, but it's strange. Normally, APOC tech gives off this wispy white aura. This is a white aura coming off these gloves, but it's different. It's solid light surrounding them instead of like being wispy at the edges.
Connor, guys, these are magical gloves of some sort, but it's not like, a Poctec kind of magic, like, catalyst that Lee has. There's something different about it. I can't tell.
Lee is actively looking for like a place to put Cryphazine.
Okay. Who wants to put them on first?
There's nowhere to load Cryphazine into these gloves.
Can I tell what school of magic it would be out of?
This doesn't seem like any school or type of magic that you've seen before.
This is I get the feeling that this isn't a very old magic.
Well, you have better understand than I do. I throw the gloves at her. You put them on.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll put them on. I take my other gloves off, stick them in my pouch, and put them on.
Okay. You put on the gloves. As you're kind of looking at your hands in front of your face, they pass between your vision and the automatons on the opposite side of the room, and you hear like all of their weapons clatter, but none of them start moving.
Aila, raise a hand.
Aila, stop moving.
The weapons kind of like shift toward you.
Okay, I don't know. I thought you were controlling them.
Yeah.
As you put your hand down, the weapons all fall.
I think there's a link. Lee, what do you think?
No, you're right. That's cause and effect right there.
Yeah, I don't know the rules of this mechanism yet.
Mm-mm. No, I'm going to take them off for now. Unless it seems like we might need them to fight if that thing gets out. Or such.
Yeah. You know what? I feel good. I feel pretty good about our progress here. Do we have to go to the tower? Do we have to go in the tower?
No.
I can blow up the tower.
That's where we'll end our session.
Okay, you mother. I get this. I get the sense that they are trying to secure, contain, and protect these clerics from the wider populace.
SCP Foundation.
That rocks.
There are some containment procedures here.
They just want to have them
Anomalies.
under control.
And they're secured and protecting people from them.
This is cool. I do really like this. Like, I guess this is kind of an outer character, but this is the. You tell me if this is these facts are correct. You don't have to tell me about the conclusion I draw from it. But Pippa says she was in the cage at least 100 years to 1,000,000 billion. And the renovation of replacing the chromatic steel happened before her time, meaning it was there 100 years ago plus. Is that correct?
All of the facts that you've stated are correct.
Okay, so I understood her correctly, at least. Okay. All right.
It seems like
that's interesting.
I don't know if her grasp of time was super good, though.
True. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, assuming that she's a reliable narrator, yes.
Yeah, so there's two options here. Either she's right, and the chromatic steel has been around a lot longer than expected,
right.
Which could mean that. Remind me of his name.
Inventor Sod.
Inventor Sod, thank you. So it either means that Sod found this stuff, didn't create it, or found the method that they used to create it originally and claimed it as its own, or Pippa's wrong. And it was only 50 years ago.
Yeah. Pippa's, the 1,000,000 billion part doesn't make me super confident that she understands the passage of time.
No.
But If it is true, which I was already suspicious of, it means he's a fraud, and also this technology has come from elsewhere.
Yeah, the war
So-
on clerics is interesting. Like I assume that's the kind of thing has just happened before in the world, but it sounds like this was like a big deal.
Yeah, and I feel like we would know about it if it was anywhere recent.
Yeah.
Anytime recent.
But that does make me wonder if, the war on clerics ends up being a group that migrates to Malus, or to...
That becomes Malus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Or like subjugating the clerics.
Or
Ooh,
yeah,
I have a theory.
are
Maybe
the precursors of the Malus Empire.
What's your theory? I want to hear your theory, and then I'll say my theory.
maybe they're capturing those clerics to squeeze out their magic.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they're doing.
Mhm.
That's some SCP shit.
That's what Apocrypha is. They're burning these boys down. They're melting them.
They're throwing
Melting them in metal.
in a big pot all together. And then-
Yeah, real shit.
Honestly, though. All right,
Makes
well,
you wonder.
bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Echoes of Malice is created and DM'd by Jake Parsley. Connor is played by Justin White. Lee is played by Anthony Mott. Aila is played by Annabeth Parsley. Kato is played by Drake D. White. Additional writing and combat design are provided by Zachary Cox. Our audio editor is Drake D. White. Our music is by Public Circuit. And our concept art is by EternalGem. Your producer is me, Leanne Jay. We'll see you next time.